Okay, I'm just gonna record it.
Okay.
Yeah, please tell Sri Lakshmi about yourself and the requirement of this IELTS examination. Yeah.
Okay. So I need to introduce about myself, right? I need to introduce myself. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, okay. I'm Srilakshmi and I'm originally from Palakkad. It's a district in Kerala. Um, I grew up in Mumbai, right from when I was 6 years old uh, to 12th grade, which is like till I was 18 years old. I've been in Mumbai itself, and now I'm in Kannur for college, and I study at National Institute of Fashion Technology here in Kannur. And yes, that's it. And why I need IELTS, why I really want to like crack it with
Hmm.
flying colors is because I want to do a dual degree at FIT, which is Fashion Institute of Technology
Hmm.
in New York. Uh, so they require us to pass this test. So it's a basic requirement. You know, you need to have
Hmm.
some basic English, right, to study outside. So
Hmm. No,
yes.
I understood, Miss Sri Lakshmi. Actually, this is IELTS test, and it is the test of your English proficiency of your listening, reading, writing, and speaking. As I can understand that, means you are here in National Institute of Fashion Technology, NIFT. It is one of the wonderful, universities and institution in India. I know, and you have a bright future. I can understand. And meanwhile that you got also good opportunity, so you can also have your all educational curriculum in New York as well in USA. So for that, if they have asked you to get a test done for IELTS, so means they would like to see your English proficiency of speaking as well as your listening, reading, and writing. So this test is divided into four different parts. The first one is listening. So what happens at the moment I can see that you have been speaking to me. So if I have to give the marks on your speaking test 10, so if it is 10, so I will give you at the moment 6 or 7 between. But if you have to really reach 10 out of 10, so you need to follow certain guidance. And according to this British Council and IDP test curriculum of IELTS, that you know the syllabus. I will explain you the syllabus as well as if you have to score more than 7 or 8 band score, that is also the good opportunity to just you can claim a scholarship on the basis of this as well. Because if you are showing that you have got very nice fluency of English, that is going to be decided by this test. So now I'm going to share my screen and I will explain you what is this IELTS examination. Okay, I can understand that means you can see my screen at the moment. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Well, you can see this is written Cambridge, official Cambridge examination paper or exam preparation, IELTS academic 17 with answers. It's authentic practice test. So what it also comes with audio. So what happens when I start teaching my students? First, I'll explain you what is your listening test, how you are going to do it. So first, I would explain you that this is listening test. Here you can listen to an audio. You can scan this audio. You can see some questions on this paper. So simultaneously, you have to listen and answer these questions. So it is test one. In listening test, that you have to take different four parts, and it takes 30 minutes, and each part has 10 questions, you can see. So the first part is all about a conversation between two people. When you scan it, when you listen to this audio, I'll show one of the sample of the audio. If you can see
Occasion
this.
only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
See, this is a
Hello?
conversation between.
Hi, good morning. This is Talia from Parrot Bay Travel Agency. Is Robert Goddard there?
Yes, speaking.
So for example, the name of this guy is Robert Carter there. So if it could be a blank space, so you would have to fill it with the name of Robert Goddard. So it's a spelling check and your listening check. And meanwhile, this audio will not stop for you. It will not pause for you, and it goes continuously. It is up to two, either it has two different format, the computer delivered test and pen and paper test. Which do you prefer? Would like to go for the pen and paper or computer delivered? Tell me.
I would like to, I prefer more pen and paper test.
That's fine. Yeah, like a large number of students, they just prefer pen and paper test. So I would suggest you that is okay, because you have to take a pencil and you have to write only one word or two words with, you can see. Here, complete the notes below. Write one word or a number for each answer. And this is a topic and they are talking, and just, for example, here, if the question number one, you have to write one number or one word. So you have to listen and you have to answer. So 40 questions, and if the very first time, if I'm gonna give it to you, so might be 24, 25, or might be 20 questions that should be right in the very first attempt. After that, you can understand what is the mistakes that you are making. And we are the people and guide, the teachers, we are going to explain you how to score better. Sometimes they will trap you, they will distract you, they will give you three different answers, and this is multiple choice questions. We can explain you how can you find the right answer, where to focus. So this is the way that we can go, and we can provide the real test materials for you. And I will have to provide all kind of materials with the listening test. You understood? So the summary of this one, listening is for 30 minutes, 4 sections, 40 questions, and 10 minutes extra that will be given to you to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. So answer sheet means that whatever you have written on this paper, finally that you can transfer with the fair right spelling. You understood about the listening test? If you have to go for
Yes.
the 4 weeks plan, then I will explain you. I will start with only listening in the first week. Okay? Now, after this, that you have to come for the reading section. You can see reading passages. Reading, it has total 3 passages, and each passage takes 20 minutes. You can see you have to read some text. Total 2,700 words that you have to read. While reading that, you have to show your skimming skills, scanning skills. You have to see some question. You can see, I'm showing you, this is the question. Here again, choose one word only. They have given fill in the blanks. And after reading this question, you have to match some keywords like something, the of London increased rapidly between 1800 and 1850. The streets were full of those. So what is increased? Let's go back. It's a London underground railway. So what is increased rapidly between 1800? So you have to underline some number. So see where 1800 and what is increased. See, in the first half of 1800, London's population grew. So rapidly increased or grew at an astonishing rate. So almost, it's a vocabulary test. Here they are saying at an astonishing rate, and they are saying rapidly. Okay, increase. So what is, so the answer is London's population. So you can see here, the population of London. And you have to write only one word, you can see. So like this is the beginning, and its beginning is very easy. After some time, you can face some difficult question. True, false, not given, some tricky. And list of the heading, you see reading passes too. So each time when you go further, for the next test, next passes, that will be something difficult, but we can provide you the techniques for this one. What to read, how to come to the locations. I will explain you how to underline the keywords. The keywords means the numbers, the dates, the centuries, schedule, the name of the authors, a lot of things that underline, and then you can find quickly your answer. And I can explain you through different videos of British Council. You understood? This is the list of the heading. It is the toughest task, but we can make it easy. So passes 2 or passes 3. Total, it has 3 passages. Understood? 3
Yes.
passages. 3 passages, and total it takes 60 minutes. So we can tell you the time management. Means how you can just go with one passage. The first passage we can tell you, you finish within 15 minutes or 16 minutes. The second passage that we can tell you that you finish within 16 or 17 minutes. And finally, that you take maximum time the last passage, because last passage is quite lengthy and you have to read a lot. Okay. Now you understood the listening, 30 minutes, 40 questions, 4 sections. Reading, 3 passages, and 60 minutes, 40 questions. Understood? And
Yes.
when we have to start teaching you, that I will provide you maximum 10 to 15 reading passages. So you can see, you can calculate yourself. If you are taking one passage 1 hour, and after that we can evaluate your answers, we can explain something to you. So you need to really spend a good and quality time with your study so that you can score better. 40 questions you can attempt, you can pass after suppose 60 or 70% of the marks. Might be your 25 questions will be right out of 40, but why not we should try for the optimum result, means the maximum, the pinnacle of your score. For example, if you have to score 9 band in reading, so you can score 39 out of 40 or 40 out of 40, and it is possible. I have some students, I will show you, they have a score listening 9 or reading 9. Now you have to go for the writing task. You understood so far, listening and reading?
Yes, sir.
Now come with the writing. Then you have to come across with the writing task. Writing task has been divided into 2 parts. Writing task 1, you can see, you can find in writing task 1 a line graph. This is the line graph. You can see the lines increasing,
Yes.
slightly decreasing. Okay, so I will explain you what are the words, phrases, expressions, and sentences that you can use. I will explain you what are the criteria, the 4 criteria that you have for task achievements or task response. The second one is that cohesion and coherence. The third one is fluency, means cohesion and coherence. The third one is that you have to cover your lexical resource, that is called vocabulary. And finally, that you have to check your grammar and accuracy. If all 4 criteria that you have been matching, that you are getting like 100%, means this is 20 minutes that you have to write more than 150 words for writing task 2. Writing task 1. Writing task 1 is a kind of graph, you can say line graph, or you can find a map, you can find a chart as well, you can find a process. You see, this is a map, a writing task. So you have to explain. You can see the maps below show an industrial area in the town of Norbiton and planned future development of the site. So you have to compare. You have to start with one introduction sentence, paragraph, then overviews, then conclusion. For example, I'll explain here. You can see the 1940, this line. Okay, the population of this country was only 5% in 1940. And it, you can see it decreased for the next 2 decades by 2%. And it was still the same. Okay, up to 2000, and it grew significantly up to 2030. And after that, you can see, once you are using increase, grow, you can see it raised. So it will be, if you have to see the present, past, and future, it is expected to rise drastically, okay, by 15%. Okay, and In 2040, it will be around 27%. And if we talk about these two lines, you can say Sweden, USA. So like this, you have to go with, and I will explain you, I'll show you those vocabulary. How can you go for this one? See, the lot of words that you can find, if you can see. Adjective and adverb. A significant change was seen or can be seen, or a dramatic shift was found or is found, or it shifted dramatically, has risen suddenly, gained substantially. See, the words that will be provided to you for the rise and for the fall. After some time, 1 minute. I'm in a lecture, I'll call
Yes,
you
sir.
after. Okay? Give me time. So see, the words adjectives and adverbs I have given you. I'll just provide this chart to you so that you can understand that you should not
Okay.
repeat a words twice. How to begin? You can see the given diagram represents or illustrates the comparison of three different countries. You see, namely Japan, Sweden, and USA. You can see if they have written
Yes.
between 1940, you can say from 1940 to 2040 for a century in different countries. So the introduction is a paraphrase of the question. While paraphrasing, you have to avoid repetition of the words. We can explain later. Okay, you understood? This is the report writing. 20 minutes, 150 words. When you have to go for the writing task 2, you can see it is you have to show your skills of writing. That is why I suggest, because your dad told me that you have to finish it within 10 days. But I would suggest
Yes.
you, minimum you take 4 weeks if it is allowed. Otherwise, if you are coming in Mumbai, we can take maximum hours for you. I will show you how we have been conducting the sessions. But you understood what I'm explaining to you?
Yes, sir.
This is a writing task 2. Already you are into that essay writing, but here essay writing that you have to fulfill the criteria of task achievement, cohesion and coherence, grammar and accuracy, and lexical resource. You see, in task 2, that you have to write one essay in 40 minutes, and you have to cover more than 250 words. You can find different kinds of the topics. The topic, it is the topic like you can say to what extent do you agree or disagree. So you can find 5 or 6 different types of the question. For example, agree disagree question, or advantages or disadvantages, compare and contrast type questions, discuss both the views, or problem, causes, solution. These are the questions, and I will provide you some notes that you can see. That is called get ready for IELTS writing task 2. When you will understand 5 types of the writing topics. Agree, disagree, I have given. And at the end of the question, you can find express your views, decide which side of argument. So I'll explain you different kind of writing tasks. You can see this is writing task 1, writing task 2. You see, do you think the advantages of taking risks outweigh the disadvantages? So this is advantages, pros and cons, merit and demerit. So it is question is, it is important for people to take risks both in their professional lives and their personal lives. Do you think so? When you start writing, the first paragraph is kind of introduction, and you have to paraphrase the question and include your opinion. The second or third, that is called body paragraph. I'll show you through a video so that you will understand quickly how the cohesion and coherence is, what kind of the question that you can find. Sometimes a lot of the students, they don't understand the meaning of cohesion and coherence.
So you have decided to take the IELTS exam. Congratulations. Success starts with IELTS. Here we look at the criteria of coherence and cohesion. This is one of 4 criteria on which your writing will be assessed. Look for our other 3 criteria videos. Coherence refers to the flow of your writing. Your ideas should be logically organized and appropriate for effective coherence for this Test 2 essay. For example, the threat of nuclear weapons maintains world peace. Nuclear power provides cheap and clean energy. The benefits of nuclear technology far outweigh the disadvantages. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Introduction. Paraphrase.
So the question is type agree and disagree. You can see how to write the possible structure.
Question and include your opinion. Body paragraphs. Arguments for nuclear technology. Body paragraphs. Against nuclear technology. Conclusion. Paraphrase your opinion.
So like this, you have to write in 4 different paragraphs, and you have to plan your essay. You have to organize your essay. You have to maintain your time. And finally, that you have to come across for your grammar and accuracy, then you have to follow.
So you've decided
You
to
see.
take the IELTS exam. Well done. Our expertise is your opportunity. Here we look at the criteria of grammatical range and accuracy.
So I'll
These
show
tenses,
written grammar.
comparatives,
You have to understand this.
conditionals, modal verbs, and the passive tenses
And-
by adding
And transform simple sentences into more complex sentence structure.
more information to the sentence. For example, ask
So we have to see that, see, sentences are
information.
there.
A simple sentence usually has a single piece of information.
So they are telling that means you have to understand and you have to use complex structure. So that is why we have provided ample of and the right course materials for you. You see, I have to provide some notes for you to use your complex structure. Already you know it. Just my work is to remind you, recall you, so that you can just come according to the guidelines of the writing task. Okay, then I'll explain you through this one how to write compare and contrast types of essay and writing task too. Providing one examples and how to write, how to structure, what should be in the paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, what to write, how many sentences, what is the outline. I have explained you. Okay, so what to do and how to write, what to write in sentence 1, sentence 2. A structure that we have given with vocabulary and how to use this vocabulary and how this question along with this sample answer, once you understand this answer, you will have your own answer. This is one of the possible answers that might be true. This really brings attention of examiner, but it differs from person to person. The ideas. Okay, so your ideas will be different, but just you have to follow cohesion. You have to follow your lexical resource, and like this, I can provide you such kind of the practice materials. Finally, that we have to come for the speaking task. Speaking has been divided into 3 different parts. So far you understood, no? Writing that I've explained you. Writing task 1, task 2. Task 1, report writing. And task 2, essay writing. Because you are for academic, so you have to go for report writing. If some students for the general training, they have to write a letter. So speaking is the same for everyone. Even writing task 1 is only different. Task 2 is the same for either general training students or academic. Only reading is slightly changed with the text. For a general training student, they have to read different text. But academic students, like for you, that you have to read some different kind of the research paper, articles, some books. So some of the materials that you have to study, that is quite educational. Now I'll explain you the speaking task. Speaking has been divided into 3 parts. Part 1, part 2, and part 3. Part 1 that will go only for 4 to 5 minutes, where the examiner will ask, it is one-on-one interviews. She or he will ask you different question and that you have to answer. That question for the part 1 will be according to your familiar question. For example, do you travel? Do you like traveling, or do you like music? Okay, what is your favorite food? Which restaurant that means you would like to visit? Why the last time, where is your hometown? These are the very general topic that you know that you can answer. But when you answer, you don't have to fumble. You can see when you were talking about your introduction that you are taking a pause, that you have to avoid. That comes with a lot of practice. You understood?
Yes, yes.
So part 2, it's a kind of 2 minutes speech. The topic is given, the cue card. See, describe a well-known person that you like or admire. You should say. They will provide you such kind of a cue card, and you have to think about it 1 minute, use good expressions, words, phrases, and sentences, and then you have to speak up to 2 minutes. In that 2 minutes, you have to really control your speech. You don't have to fumble. You don't have to take a long pause. You have to keep speaking. Okay, so this will be decided for you. And finally, part 3, that the examiner will ask you some questions that could be a part of discussion. For example, famous people in your country. This is a topic. What kind of people become famous people these days? So you have to give your opinion. Okay. So how do you think people will become famous in future? So you have to give your own opinion. For example, according to me, from my point of view, I consider that the popular person comes from the television industry, a sports background, or political. So these are the things that you have to speak. It is up to you. Don't have to repeat a word twice or thrice. Okay, so this is the thing that means mostly you have to provide. You have to really show the best of your skills. I will provide you the question. For example, you see, do you like traveling? So we can also provide the answer for this one, the model answer. You just read the answer and prepare your own answer. When you have to prepare your own answer, it is better that you will take some time to plan, to organize yourself. And of course, one fine day, you can really speak faster, fluent, and confidently. And that is the test of your English listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Now, I'll show you this is how we have been doing. You see, this is IELTS Tutor Mumbai. It is English proficiency training. It is our channel that we are located in Bandra West. I just spoke to your dad, and I think you have been living in Santa Cruz, Wakola.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can see, if you can see this video.
Very, very beautiful girls here.
So,
Pleasant smile. And after she's right.
so there is a British Council. I've taught a lot of students so far, and online and offline at my classroom, a lot of students they study. This girl is from Thailand. I've been teaching one-on-one. If you have to come,
option trading is a good idea to.
We can also teach you in classroom, one-on-one or in a group. It is up to your side. Okay. So see, this is.
But now I think it's so hard.
So this girl is here in the same, because at the moment we have the same classroom. So you can see some others when we have been conducting a group session as well. See, this is group session, and we are conducting your mock test inside the classroom.
My name is Jamie. How can I help you?
Good morning. I want some information on self-drive tours in USA. Could you send me a brochure?
You can see this is our classroom, that it is equipped with all advanced technology. That means we can conduct a lot of students. This guy got 9 band in reading, okay, 8 band in speaking, 7 in writing. I'll show when you come here. Now I'll show everything, all the TRF test report form. So like this, we conducted sessions, different history. This girl is from Saudi Arabia, we can see, and that is why 5 minutes the same place. Know each other.
Hi Sylvia, nice to meet you. My name is Farah. Actually, I live in Saudi Arabia. I just graduated from university, and I want to complete my studies and take chemical engineering master degree.
Hi Farah, this is Sylvia here. Actually, I'm from India, but currently I live in Ireland. So I'm a nurse and I work here in a hospital. So it's been just 6 months I'm here.
So the both of them, they are preparing IELTS with me at these institutions. And that is where we have taught a lot of students. You can see a lot of several students from the different background. They come, they just enjoy our classroom training. Inside the classroom, I communicate. So this guy is from Turkey. You see, examiner. For example, I would ask you some question to you. Okay, could you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Mert Chetin. MERTCETIN.
And what shall I call you?
Mert.
Mert, where do you live?
I'm from Turkey.
So like this, you can find are all questions, answer, and whatever you have the question in. So you answer when we see This is our channel. You can find a lot of students. And if you have to see our TRF, so a lot of students, they completed this course, IELTS, and when you come here, you tell me, when are you planning to come in Mumbai?
I'll be there from 21st.
It's very close up. And before that, we can also start with, if you have, you can see this is one of the guys. His name is Glavin. You can see Glavin John Alva. And I'm saying that reading, he got 8.5. So it is the full chances. Overall, he got 7 band. When he was there in my classroom, so you can see his video. What I'm saying, everything is quite genuine. And I think you will really enjoy a lot studying with us. And when we start teaching you, you can really feel that you are improving a lot. And see, this is Mr. Glavin. I've been conducting, you've seen his statement. He had taken this examination 2 times. See.
Hello everyone, my name is Clevin and I would like to share my experience with IELTS Tutor. I had appeared for IELTS exam before and was not able to get a perfect band in my writing test, which is why I was looking for a coaching institute online and found IELTS Tutor. When I first came to these classes, Armaan sir assured me that this time I will be.
You can see how this guy is speaking. That means I was really there with him, and I explained that this time he could really pass because already he failed in reading particularly. Okay, and writing as well. So that you can see this girl is from Chennai. You'll be happy how we have been conducting the sessions, part of this city, this country. See, this girl is.
My name is Ritvika Jagat.
And what shall I call you?
You can call me Ritvika.
Do you work or study?
I study. I just finished my schooling and I'm awaiting to start college.
Where are you from?
I'm from Chennai, India.
So this is the way that we can conduct. You see, that means how I have been conducting the session with the different students. The same thing that we can go with you. So I would suggest you not to go for, don't go for only 10 days. What is your requirement of taking this test? When you have to submit this test, so we can plan accordingly.
Okay, so I have to submit the final score by Jan 30th. So
that why we have to go for minimum 4 weeks plan. So we have got sufficient time. I was thinking that means within 10 days, so you can see yourself. If you need more time, you will really excel in all sections. Otherwise, you can pass, but with the lowest scores. You will like present your, this one, your work will be done. But the tag will be there behind you. That means you have got very less score. Like total 9 band is there. You will get 5.5 or 6. 6 band is okay. But what if that you can score 7+ or 8 band score? That everybody will judge. That means you are a scholar. Okay, so much individual and intellectual, and you are having nice fluency. This is the test of your fluency. When you have to go with the band 8, means nobody can really tell. That means you know less English. Band 8, band 7.5 is regarded much. So no problem. I think I'm just going to talk to your father today. I'll ask him, minimum, let you just come here, 4 weeks plan. I'll start today. You just talk with him right now. He's going to come at my office today. Okay. And yes, when you come after 21st of December, you can come at my place. Okay. You can spend 3 to 4 hours in a day and I will be there. My whole team will be there with you. Then we can treat you personally. Okay. So it was really. Any more question that you can ask to me?
No, sir, I don't have.
No problem. Then you convey my regard to your dad. Okay, talk to him. Communicate with him. Just you have spoken to Mr. Armaan Verma. Armaan sir, that means you have spoken. And then we can plan your training. I can start your all session from Monday. And before, if we have, if just we are going to do this financial formality, so I will give you some course materials. First, 1 day as 2 days that you have to study my course materials, understanding with all 4 criteria. It will take time. Some reading, minimum 1 to 2 hours reading that I will provide this. You have seen what I was having. This all soft copy I will provide. Then I will start either on Sunday or Monday. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So it was
Okay.
a very nice conversation with you, Miss Sri Lakshmi. Okay, you are such a lovely girl. God bless you, dear. And God be my regard to your dad. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We will see very soon. Thank you. Thank you.